Okay, so this is going to be a very short video. Implications of all this. Recall that investment in input augmenting knowledge is expected to be in proportion to the factor share of the input. This should help deal with resource scarcity as we learn to economize on scarce resources which rise in price and take a greater factor share. It's one way in which the economy can adapt. With regard to substitution between resources, the implications are potentially dramatic. The resource that's not currently competitive will attract little investment from short-sighted firms because of its low current share. If we have independent knowledge stocks, its competitiveness will decline even further. If it's the best long-run option, there may need to be a policy to encourage research into this resource from a far-sighted regulator, because the firms tend to be short-sighted. We didn't really talk about that, but maybe we'll talk about that in class. But we don't have independent knowledge stocks, and we saw from this kind of data that firms do react to increases in prices of one resource. They can react and learn to use the other because we don't have independent knowledge stocks. We can use a whole range of knowledge to build on, to learn to use an alternative resource, and that makes a huge difference. Okay, whew. So that was the second mechanism, and coming up is the third mechanism, which is, if anything, even more complicated. So tricky stuff. I think this is like the heart of the course.